Everybody's already covered the part where Boogie2988 went a little bit wild the other day on Lolcow Live. And it's rather interesting that that's happened. But what I want to talk about is how Boogie's like just doing whatever Keemstar says. So is Keemstar paying Boogie? And is this, other than faking cancer, is a lot of this kayfabe? And I don't think it is. I don't think it's kayfabe. I think for the most part, Boogie has decided that he's just going to do whatever he can to try to get attention. And Keemstar saying, hey, you're not allowed on the internet unless you're on Locale Live. So you can't go on Twitter. You can't upload to your YouTube channel. He thinks that that's going to create sympathy for him because he can't make money. Now, allegedly, he spent $3,000 on something. I think it may have been a uh, donation to St. Jude the other day, which allowed him to choose where the play button went to, and I think it went to, or not to choose to, I think it went to Mr. Medicare, as opposed to keeping it, which fine. I mean, you probably could have made up a lot more money if you had a if you have a auction for it, but I don't know if Keemstar would do the things that you needed to do to have the auction and everything because it's a complicated process. What I do know is that there are plenty of things that come out of this that are good, and one of those things that could come out of this that is good is that he learns how to actually make a profitable YouTube channel. Um, so Boogie has had a profitable YouTube channel in the past where he made 1.3 or 1.5 million dollars according to him over 17 years. So 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million divided by 17, about $76,000 per year, including 48,000 last year, which was wild to me that he only made $48,000 last year, and now this year he's not making as much money. But the Lolcow Live show is supposed to be paying his $2,000 mortgage. Uh, I don't think that he is gonna actually get that much money from the show if he's not on it, if he's fired and he no longer has access to his shares. He sold his shares to Keemstar, which good, because if he's fired, he does actually need to be bought out because if you're a partner in a business and they want you removed, it's not normal to not buy you out of your shares, which that probably brought Boogie a little bit of time in the mortgage in the house. And the thing that I was like, he wants to move, and he's in Northwest Arkansas. I don't know where in Northwest Arkansas. Doesn't matter. But he wants to move to a place that probably is more expensive than that. And that would be not fun for him. I also heard that. Also, what I wanted to focus on was the fact that he said, I can't post my girlfriend's OF, OnlyFans, which, like, if she has one, that's fine. But if she is the one posting it, cool, whatever. That's her choice. But if he was the one who created it, and then he's the one who wants her to, continue posting it, and he's making all of the money there, that's a problem because, like, did he make her do it? What happened here? Um, I am absolutely confused as to what is going on with Boogie with that, but I'm not going to try to figure that out. What I do want to know is why Boogie thinks that coming back onto the internet within a couple of days of faking cancer, running a crypto scam, and everything. Why he thinks that, yes, I know other things have happened over the last few days, but faking cancer is up there with one of the worst things you can do. I'd say probably top five. definitely it's in the top 5 of the worst things you can do. So there's that. And there's plenty of other stuff that's happened over the last few weeks. But he keeps coming back on to bring people attention to him, and that's not going to help. Every time he comes on Locale Live, people are like, "Oh, I'll tune in for Boogie," which they're up to 61,600 subscribers and 6,538,000 video views with 852,143 of those video views coming since July 17th. Um, aka the last week. 1.5 million in the last 30 days. This era says they average between $379 and $6,100 per month, depending on things on Social Blade. So that if that's split 4 ways, it's $1,500 a month. And who knows, maybe but that also, you've got to pay the editor. They're probably paying Mutahar every time. Yeah, they're paying Mutahar every time he comes on because he was part of he was actually part of the initial, even though he was literally part of the original, because he was part of the original. So they probably make a little bit more than that just from the super chats and everything. They've gained 15,000 subscribers in the last 30 days, with 11,700 of them in the last week. Approximately 295,000 video views already today. Um, the days Boogie goes live are the days that they get the most. And then the days that Boogie's just like there, before he faked cancer, not many. The day they found out he faked cancer had like 137,000. Should reach 62.1K subs tomorrow, according to Social Blade. I want to look at his channel. His channel, it says, could reach around 3.95 million subs around tomorrow, based on the trend of losing um 4,600 subs a week. He's lost 20K. Um, so he had in September 2023 38 million views, but because he privated some videos. So he had 5 million, then a million, a million, a million, 800,000, 770,000, 780,000, 600K, 600K, and then 750,000 last month. So like, those are numbers where you can make money. It says about 60,000 approximately, $316 to 5,000 a month. There are 9,800 channels with more subs than him, according to Social Blade. He is 969th with 36 other people. He is 18,153rd in video views, at 935,257,857, which is absolutely amazing. And yet he doesn't seem to be doing the things he needs to do to make the money. And he's 496th in the games rank. So, like, cool. But then if I go to my own channel, I'm like, because I've been going up and down. 84,000 views. So 18.6 million channels higher than me. 5.4 million channels with a higher, and then 64.2 million channels in a higher position. And it's like, okay, cool. And it says I could make up to $91 a month, which is wild. But I also lost almost all of my views because I deleted a lot of my shorts and stuff because I just didn't like them. Been 30 subs for the last couple of days, 2,800 video views so far today, according to this, but I don't think that's actually accurate because, like, my analytics don't show that. Yeah, my analytics show about 1,500 views so far for the day. But I don't understand why Boogie thinks coming back onto the internet is going to help. I want to look at what Twitter says again for Boogie, too, because Boogie's doing. And then he's just coming back on. He hasn't come back on Twitter since he announced the according to the internet, I faked cancer thing for 2 years, and then he got community noted on his pinned tweet that said Boogie admitted to faking cancer. Well, cancer is ass cancer. You don't have it. You don't get to make mocking jokes like that about it. And the dire consequences of late diagnosis, you don't get to mock us. He's calling. Who is that? Crypto scam. Keemstar, you are. Oh, yeah. This is wild. I don't understand what's happening here. I'm finding some other stuff. Remember when he used to be a content creator instead of a content faker? They say to Boogie. Unhappy. Oh, and today is Boogie's 50th birthday. So he is no longer in his 40s. He's now in his 50s. So that's actually pretty good. A lot of people who have morbid obesity don't actually live to their 50s, um, which is unfortunate because like there are things that can help you with that. Gastric bypass surgery, GLP-1 antagonists, all of that stuff. Um, there are things that can help with that. Um, The average life expectancy in the US is 78. For morbidly obese individuals, it's 58. So a quarter of a life can be lost to obesity. Um, there are life limiting and life threatening things that happen with extreme obesity. Apparently, now obviously, like a BMI of really high, 25 to 29.9 is considered overweight. And then 30 plus is obesity, and then 40 plus is extreme obesity. Now, Boogie is in the extreme obesity calculator, and I think I actually might be as well still. I'm gonna double check. So, 5 foot 7, 808. So yeah, I'm at 43.0, but I was at 47 earlier. So let me just double check what losing that 8 pounds to get to 300 would get me at 41.8. So that's kind of cool. And if I get down to 280, I'd be in the just obese or morbidly obese category, which would be or obese category, not super obese category. Um, cool to do that. So. We'll see that, and I'm rather excited to see how that goes for me. But I'm also excited to see if Boogie can make some changes to his life. Apparently, he lost 35 pounds, which is like a really impressive. Um, the GLP-1 medication helped him, and I hope he can continue to afford it. And unfortunately, we live in a country where that's a thing I have to say. But yeah, happy birthday, Boogie2988.